looky here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Okay, what are we on now? What number are we on now?
This will be 177.
177.
177. I just right when you said that, I was going to look and see exactly. I said I got to go to the iTunes podcast app to see what episode we're on.
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast. Yeah, this is
Just
177.
So you know, yeah, iTunes, they're kind of changing their branding, so they're Apple Podcasts.
And
as
pretty
opposed
much
to iTunes Podcasts.
Okay, so Apple Podcast. So Google is now, it's not Google Play, it's Google Podcasts.
Google
Like they're
Podcasts.
being specific.
Because
Our
it's
Pat
blowing
JT
up on them.
podcast is so big.
It's gaining traction that it needs its own brand. It's not just a part of their audio division.
Totally makes sense.
So now we've got its own brand. So that's cool. I'm glad.
Right before we started recording, you looked at me and you're like, I got one thing. I hope you're bringing something to the table. And right when you said that,
because
there goes the conversation every day. And right when you said that, I thought to myself in the shower this morning, I'm like, before I leave, I've got to take a picture of Bennett's suitcases. Okay. And then I realized when you said that, I forgot to take a picture of his suitcases because I want to show. So I'll have a picture up.
Okay.
By the time this is up.
Yeah. So in real time, it won't hurt anybody.
Right.
All right. What about Bennett's suitcases?
So we just moved into our new house about 2 weeks ago?
Something like
whatever.
that. Recently.
And so he's moving some of his stuff into his room. Like his got his PC, his desks, all of his clothes. And so yesterday he calls and he's like, hey, Dad, can you, he's driving. So he's got his car loaded down. He's like, Dad, I'm having a hard time getting some of the stuff in my car. Can you come meet me and help me? I'm like, sure. So I head over there and pull into the driveway and I walk next to his car and I look in the back seat. I don't know where this kid got his suitcases. If they were on Woot or if they were on Amazon.
So, okay, let me ask you, did he have suitcases previously?
He has had suitcases. He has had a suitcase, like a little small one, whatever.
Seriously, growing up, I had a suitcase. I remember that pretty much until, honestly, for graduation, I think I got a huge set of luggage.
That's nice, yeah.
Lasted a long time.
And did you would never travel or pack or anything going somewhere he's going there, coming to the house forever. Yeah. But it's got everything without putting it in your suitcase. Like you use your suitcase to go on a trip, use your suitcase to go over for the weekend. You throw it in a little overnight suitcase.
I had 3 or 4 different sizes.
For whatever the occasion.
Yeah, right.
So that's what you would think. So maybe it's a boy thing. Maybe it's a he thing.
Maybe it's a Pat's son thing.
Maybe.
I lead by example, Pat.
It is.
Okay, what happened?
3 large jam-packed leaf trash bags loaded with his clothing. It's the ones that stretch out.
Yeah.
They were packed.
To the point where
bags.
Where the black ones, so they're stretched to the point where they start to turn gray.
I could. It's like, man, you've got stuff. And he just jammed, not folded, jammed. And I said, buddy, are those like all clean? He goes, like, great. So Beth's like, well, it looks like we're doing a lot of laundry. I said, do you know which ones are? Nah. Mm-hmm. I know.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. I guess it's probably a boy thing. I mean, boys, girls, this is like the age-old thing. So different with everything from hygiene to that kind of stuff to thinking it's cool to wear the same socks because they're comfortable 3 days in a row without washing them. Boys are just different.
Do you have like house socks like in the wintertime? I've got my favorite pair because I don't like slippers. And I really don't like slippers when I had a puppy. But he's a little bit older now, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this winter goes differently. But I'm not a fan of slippers generally. Another reason, too, is dogs love slippers, not just to chew them up, but they like to lick them because your feet sweat in them.
Yeah, which is so gross.
You slide your foot in a wet slipper. It's
so gross.
But I have socks, and they're like the slouchy socks, but they're real warm.
Yeah.
But they've got grippers on the bottom.
Okay,
so that you don't slide down the stairs.
That's not. Those are kind of like a mixture between socks and shoes. So I wouldn't consider those like wearing the same socks over and over.
I can't wear them out. I do, but you can't go very far.
You can't jam them in some shoes.
No, you really can't. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So there's the difference. He wears them, and it's socks he got from Urban Air. So they have little grippies. They're super comfy.
Yeah.
But
obviously,
I just don't get that. I don't understand how you
just
get out of the shower
quick.
and you put on the same
socks.
funky socks. I know he'll grow out of it. I'm sure I probably did it.
It's like taking a shower and putting on whatever your t-shirt is or whatever it is you sleep in, and you sleep in the same shirt every night.
Yeah.
You got to shake it up. You got to, it's like have 2 or 3 go-tos so you can rotate.
That's what I do. Every
Right?
probably a week or something like, I better wash this.
That's awesome. I was watching Shark Tank the other night. Oddly, this reminded me of that because this guy had an invention. He figured out a way to sterilize and clean mattresses. And relatively cost effective. And it's a larger machine, but it fit in a box truck. And he was starting to get licensing with hotels, hospitals,
Great.
stuff like that, because we've talked about mattresses before, trust me. But for mattresses, you're only supposed to keep them like really 8 or 9 years. Or flip them, okay, fine, but not all mattresses can be flipped anymore.
Thank
some
you,
have
pillow tops.
Right? Okay, that was a nice marketing ploy.
Right.
But whatever it may be, but you're supposed to be like 8 years-ish for a mattress. And then you think about the fact that in that 8 years, do you ever clean your mattress?
No.
How would you clean your mattress? You could try to vacuum it, but we all know the vacuum cleaners, regular vacuum cleaners, they can't even clean dog hair out of a car. Which, remember, when we had our buddy clean my car because I had so much dog hair, and he had the super secret vacuum that took care of it. I don't know, is there something like that? Because when you think about it, you've been sleeping in the same funk for how many years?
And you sweat
and stuff.
If you're lucky, you do other stuff.
Yeah. Skin cells, things like
just
that.
Just disgusting. I know. It's nasty.
It really is.
So what about a mattress?
What a great idea.
Not a pad, but what's the thing that?
Well, you can get a mattress pad that's washable.
Okay. So that's
that
like
you can put on top and then you can wash. I don't think most people do that.
So when you get a mattress at Nebraska Furniture Mart, they say you can take it back, but it's you can't if you don't buy the mattress. Is it the pad? The thing that zips around or that covers it? Okay.
Yeah.
So that thing helps a little bit, but it's still funky.
But I think most people don't do that. And then when they started making the really deep mattresses, like 22 inches deep, nothing fits.
Yeah.
I have that problem right now. I have like one set of sheets that fits my mattress. And so I try to make the other ones work. And then every morning, off the corner when I go to get up, there it goes.
And it actually makes that.
It kind of does.
I know. I know what you're talking about.
And as you know, we've talked about in the past the adjustable base thing, which I will never regret that ever in my life. But I have to like all the way up the top and bottom so I can make the bed and then let it go down because the mattress I'm afraid the sheet's just gonna
one day
split in half.
When Jack's laying up there, it's just gonna all 4 corners just envelope him like a taco.
So anyway, but the kid on Shark Tank, they ended up not going with it. I can't remember what the deal is. His price point was really low. He needed to charge more. He definitely did. It's like one of a kind deal.
Yeah, I
hadn't watched Shark Tank in a long time.
Yeah, it's a good show. It makes you feel like a total loser.
I was watching CNBC, which makes me feel like a total loser.
You turn in CNBC, start taking some drinks.
Well, we got told
loser.
We got told by a really smart man in town, and because we're business people now, you should be watching CNBC. You got to quit watching Bravo, Pat.
That's like me buying some colored pens and saying you're an artist. And start drawing. No idea. I don't have that bone in my body.
I tried all day. Unfortunately,
I had to Google what ROI meant the other day in a meeting. Return on investment, by the way. I did. I don't know this crap. I don't know.
I don't know this crap. That's my business partner, folks.
There it is.
I don't know this crap.
There it is. Sucker.
Sign here, Jill.
Late.
Sign your life
That's
away.
The name of our podcast. I don't know this crap.
Here's your partner. I don't know this crap.
That's right.
Wait a minute. He said what?
Sucker.
All right. Speaking, I think though you're smarter than a lot of people out there, Pat. I'm going to give you that.
Wow.
We've had the trends over the last year or two. Let's see. We had the Tide Pods.
Yeah.
What were some of the other things?
The little challenges, the stupid putting your lips inside the bottle and sucking to make the
Kardashian lips.
Yeah, hot sauce challenge.
Cinnamon was another one. You think sooner or later Darwin's going to run out of contestants?
I hope
you
not.
would think, but apparently the latest thing is drinking bleach.
Right. I saw that. I don't understand.
Headline literally: stop drinking bleach. The FDA is begging people to stop. Apparently, for $28, you can buy a 4-ounce bottle what's called the Miracle Mineral Solution. And it's been advertised, snake oil salesman, it's been advertised to cure what ails you. Malaria, cancer,
Yeah.
flu.
Because you die. You don't have that crap anymore because you're dead. Hey, my uncle doesn't have cancer anymore. Why? Oh, he's dead. His insides boiled.
Terrible.
But it's the truth.
Autism. It's called the Master Mineral Solution, or MMS. And apparently it contains compounds that are deadly to pathogens, but harmless to healthy tissue.
How do we know that for sure?
It's industrial bleach, actually. The claim's not only too good to be true, but it's making people really sick. A lot of people really sick. And this has been going on for a few years, according to the FDA. They had a press release that was just put out less than 24 hours ago that said, please stop drinking this cocktail after receiving so many reports of people experiencing just the gamut: vomiting, diarrhea, low blood pressure, acute liver failure. And the list goes on and on. It's also known as chlorine dioxide protocol, water purification solution, and some other euphemisms. MMS, 28% sodium chloride in distilled water. And they're told to activate it by adding citric acid like lemon or lime juice. That'll activate it. Actually, what they're trying to do, and that's sold at an additional price, by the way.
Of course.
They have a companion that you can grab that. But that's meant to basically cover up the smell of chlorine.
Unbelievable. People are so dumb.
But people are looking for that magic silver bullet, right? And since day one, they're looking for the workaround that's going to, it's
and
the
it
easy
doesn't.
one. But one person
exist.
had actually posted this, said, my friend gave me this S, and he's holding a bottle, and it's I can't remember what the name of it was. My friend gave me this
Yeah.
from a weed clinic. That's where they were selling it. My instincts tell me not to bleep with it. It says, a quote, a slight odor and taste of chlorine is safe. On the bottle.
Yeah. Okay, I can understand where that would be, where you would think that was acceptable, because you swallow pool water when you go to the pool, and that's a little smell of bleach. No. It's disgusting. It's awful. I wouldn't drink anything that kind of smelled like bleach.
No, it's just, and then it leads you to think, though, obviously we've got bigger problems.
Right. And at some point, can we not as a society just take a step back, take a beat, and let these idiots that are going to do it, okay.
Are you saying just let them do it?
Right.
Is this like the purge?
You know what? But they're
Here it is.
purging themselves.
The buffet table is set. We've got the Tide Pods in a bowl down here. Here's the MMS is sitting here. We'll have a bowl of cinnamon. You can do, and a couple of silver spoons, so you can do that test, and just see if this will be the test.
Yeah.
You got to get through that.
Or you
Superhuman.
could go walk right around the end and head on outside. You just do whatever you want. And if the idiots that are inside picking their poison, let them do it, man.
You don't have to. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
You're gonna blow dry your hair while standing in the bathtub, and
Okay.
you get electrocuted. Brenda, you knew. You knew that was probably not a good idea.
So there you go, Brenda.
There you go, Brenda. I mean, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
When I first heard it, I thought it was just like one of those, like cast off. Okay, whatever. And then I see that this has been going on since 2010. That they have the FDA's known about this. It's 2010.
It's hard to let to watch your kid walk into a glass window, but if they do it one time, they won't do it again. They'll be a little bit smarter. They'll be a little more cautious.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. That's just unbelievable.
It is. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, and by the way, too, update on Jack. Jack did have his procedure done, so he got stitches.
Yeah.
And so he's got I didn't take a picture, did I?
Not of the new stuff. So I'll take a picture of Bennett's suitcase. You take a picture of Jack's stitches.
Jack got stitches, and he did really well, and everything was fine. He was super sleepy when he got home after the stitches.
When is he going to go back and play with his buddies?
He went back to
daycare. Oh, he did?
He's not to play. He's on the DL.
So he's sitting in a room watching them through a window?
Well, no. He's in his spa area is concrete on both sides, and it's about 4 foot tall. And then, so he can't see over, and then the gates don't.
Does he have a roommate?
No.
Okay.
Are you kidding? He's my dog.
So he's not. Oh,
My dog wouldn't have a roommate.
Good point.
I paid for the single.
That's right.
Damn it.
That's right. I paid extra. Not even one ass to smell the entire day.
I don't
Just
know.
your
Maybe
own.
that's mean. I'm not sure. But anyway, and he's got his little puffy collar on, so he can't lick his wounds. And so he's going to be isolated. He still gets to go out and play, just not with the other dogs.
That's awful.
Well, they're going to go out and play a little fetch.
So he gets to go
Little
out.
human
so
interaction.
So he not only feels isolated because of his cone.
He doesn't have a cone.
Well, the puffy thing.
He has an
whatever.
Elizabethan collar. Well, something like that.
I'd rather have a freaking cone.
It's the inflatable. It's an inflatable little donut that goes around their
Nobody
neck.
play with him anyway. If you let him out there, it'd be like, oh God, the two terriers in the corner. Be like, did you see that? Did you see Jack?
Like what Jack's wearing.
Right.
Yeah,
Look at
I know it. I
Mom
know.
dressed ya.
So yeah, he took his blankie. He's got he ate food, fine. Had his meds this morning. Everything was cool.
So tomorrow's back to full. We'll be back to full steam.
He'll still be on the DL tomorrow. I have to wait till the stitches don't smell like blood.
God, I wish that could be the name of this podcast. I've never heard that sentence in my entire life. You're supposed to smell it?
No, but the other dogs will.
Oh, but I thought it's good if an animal licks a wound. Like it helps it heal.
I don't know if it's other animals. I don't know. I'm
Well,
not
you-
sure. I don't want him to take a
I've heard
chance.
that-
I don't want those stitches to get ripped out.
Yeah, I hear you. I get that.
I do believe that is true. Because like Jack tries to take care of the cat's ear, which is gross.
Right,
But
it's
the cat seems
disgusting.
to like it, but I don't.
I don't
anyway,
understand it.
but
Again,
I don't.
that's
I don't
one of the
want
things I'm
some
glad we outgrew as in our evolutionary process of one point they're sitting around the campfire.
We're
and
gonna
one
get rid of the tail. Okay,
right. No-
Anybody else suggestions?
And they look back and Thor is licking rocks the back of his neck.
Let's stop that.
Hey,
too.
buddy, we talked about this last meeting.
That's
Stop.
gonna go off the list. No more licking other people's wounds.
No more smelling hoops. Let's say hi. Let's try a handshake. Because every time
Eye contact, folks.
Right.
Eye contact. Okay, we're just gonna make a list.
no more bending over and lifting up the loincloth to say hello. We shake hands.
Right.
Okay.
That was on the list. So anyway, Jack is back at doggy daycare, but he's on the DL.
On the DL.
A couple more, maybe
Okay.
just maybe one more day,
Okay.
and then he'll be back. We'll put him back in, coach.
He's ready to
There
play.
you go.
Okay, so you go to kuglervision.com.
Yes.
They're a supporter of our podcast, and they were the first.
Yeah.
And very happy that they saw it.
Of course they
We
did.
appreciate that very much.
That's what they do.
They see stuff.
They see stuff, and they'd like you to also, without glasses and without contacts. That's where you go to their website at kuglervision.com. We're going to keep preaching this because it is definitely on our radar as a good thing to do. And if you're a candidate for it, why not? And you can't find out without doing the consultation. And they want to find out. They want to get the best possible treatment for your eyes. But there's even a better reason to have that consultation during the month of August.
August 30th, they're giving this away. $250. If you win this, you can give $250 worth of school supplies to your favorite teacher or school, plus a $100 gift card for them to use as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you, as the winner, get $150 to use at the Mark.
Right?
A little party for yourself. You can help out your school, your teachers, your kids' school, whatever.
It's all around good thing.
It's a great thing. Yeah. So you have to have that consultation this month.
Well, okay, win, because the school or teacher, you, and your eyes.
Yep.
Win. So kuglervision.com.
It's Pat and JT on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook, 402-403-9478.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.